my esteemed friend and cabinet colleague, Shri Sushil Kumar Shinde ji, Shri Kapil Sibal, Shri M. Ramachandran, Shri R.P.N. Singh, Shri T.K. Nair, Shri Shiv Shankar Menon, Shri Ajit Seth, Shri Anil Goswami, Shri Asif Ibrahim, ladies and gentlemen. This is probably the 9th year that I have been addressing this important conference. And I don't know if I have anything new to say on this occasion, which I have not said earlier. But it's a pleasure for me to be associated with the Intelligence Bureau completing 125 years of its existence. I therefore begin by extending my very warm greetings to all past and present members of the Intelligence Bureau on completion of 125 years of its existence and service to our country. I am very happy that the Intelligence Bureau, or IB as it is commonly called, has achieved some major successes in this very special year. It was, I have been told, the intelligence gathered by the organization that led to the arrest of some suspects of several terror attacks. I congratulate the IB on these achievements. The past year also saw a massive tragedy in Uttarakhand. A large number of officers and men of the police and paramilitary forces made a stellar contribution to the relief and rescue operations that were undertaken in the state. I particularly pay homage to those who lost their lives in attempting to save others. Very recently, our intelligence organizations and police and paramilitary forces have done commendably well in maintaining law and order during polls in the Naxal-affected areas of Chhattisgarh. The successes that I have just mentioned also point to the diverse range of challenges that our security apparatus faces. I understand that the important ones of these challenges are a part of the agenda of your conference. I am sure that over the past 2 days you have had productive discussions on the issues before you. I only propose to add my own perception of some issues to what has already transpired in this important conference. But before I do that, let me congratulate the very fine officers who have received medals today. I wish them even greater success in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, during the current year, some states of the Union have witnessed a substantial increase in the number of communal incidents. A major communal clash in Muzaffarnagar and the adjoining districts of Western Uttar Pradesh in September took a large toll of lives and displaced thousands of innocent people. This is most worrisome. It sounds like a cliche, but it is necessary to say that we simply cannot afford such a state of affairs to continue. Our law and order agencies must therefore ensure that trivial or local issues are not exploited by vested interests to flame communal passions. And once disturbances occur, they must be tackled with the utmost firmness and speed without prejudice, fear, or favor. The state governments have the responsibility to ensure this, and the state DGPs present here have the responsibility to ensure that their police forces act in the required manner in preventing communal tension and dealing with them once they do take place. I expect all state DGPs to discharge this responsibility fully. We witness misuse of the social media and SMEs to fan violence during the recent disturbances in Muzaffarnagar. And also, last year, when disinformation spread through these means contributed to a mass exodus of people belonging to the Northeast from southern states like Karnataka. It is widely accepted that social media facilitates exchange of knowledge, information, and ideas and can be used for constructive purposes. Therefore, in preventing its misuse, we need to find creative solutions which do not unreasonably curb the freedom of expression and the ease of communication that social media does provide. This leads me to the related issue of cyber security, an area which has been in the news internationally in recent times. I think there is a vast scope for improvement in our present capabilities in this area. Apart from finding technological solutions, we must also concentrate on designing our processes in a manner such that our vulnerability to cyber attacks is minimized. I would be interested in knowing about the proceedings of this conference in this important area and also about their follow-up. Ladies and gentlemen, a little while back I spoke about the recent successful conduct of polls in the Naxal-affected areas of Chhattisgarh. The high voting percentage that was witnessed in these areas clearly underlines the faith of the local population in processes of our functioning democracy. We have also witnessed a declining trend of Naxal violence over the last few years. This is the result of the combined efforts of the central and state governments, and it is a really encouraging development. It is important that we do not let up on our efforts to root out the menace of Naxalism and continue to build on our successes. This necessarily implies that we also have to improve the quality of governance and the pace of development in the Naxal-affected areas. I would also like to emphasize here the need to maintain the centrality of the local police forces in any anti-Naxal operation and the need to sensitize the security forces being inducted into any of the Naxal-affected areas to the socio-cultural practices of the local people.